Yes, now, bless now, people. King of the Pit TV. Desmondo signing in. We're going to be listening to Possessed for the very first time today. We're going to be listening to the track Seven Churches for the very first time today off of the record Seven Churches. Okay, I know you're pretty cool if you own this Possessed merchandise, so I'm going to have to check them out to see if I need to make an order for some scene credibility. Alright, so this is Seven Churches, my first time listening to it by the band Possessed. Yeah! Let's go. Quite a low budget, GameAsk.com. I'm not sponsored by them, but they want to plug away. Among Us, there, I know that one. Quite a budget production as of so far. That bass sounds as if it was being played live. Very interesting sound. So as far as the actual musicianship, the craft of the song, that vocal line's a bit too extra for me. There's a bit too much going on, but the way it's sort of like echoed, more, I think that's an echo, not a reverb, because it sounds like it repeats itself. The riff is going crazy, but it's not at the forefront. You hear the vocals just blasting its way to the front of the mix, with the drum just beating away there. I don't know what Seven Churches refers to, but it is a pretty cool name because all of the best like metalcore acts are religious based with like numeric value in the title, which is also very occulty. All right, numbers and numeric values. The way this band plays is almost as if it just could fall apart at any time, which isn't a bad thing, but it's always just holding on by a thread. Get rid of this crap here. It's very frantic. It's almost as if them drums are chasing the riff through the song, because that riff is just running away from everything in the mix, to be honest with you. That's the best sort of comment I can make on it at this moment in time. Sounds like Flight of the Bumblebee, mate. This is just a pure metal onslaught, mate. It's definitely a band which would be good live. It would be better live in a more intimate setting. I know a lot of thrash acts who sort of verge on the more blackened side of things, and in live situations in intimate spaces where it's such a consistent blast of just metal aggression and speed. It's really good, especially for pitting, man. The people pit for this band, or are they too serious to do so? Comments down below. Slayer. Very random. I don't think a lot of these like stutters and mistimings are intentional. I just think that's the producer not really tightening stuff up. It's not for me, but obviously it's alright for a lot of people. And I don't mean how the song is structured, I mean like as far as timing changes, like just varies, and like as far as countings go and stuff, some beats are just off the beat. Cool, that was Possessed Seven Churches. I'll be honest, that riff that I finished with, that we heard a couple of times in the song beforehand, I don't like it. It sounds like somebody like a guitar practice riff just played fast. I don't like it. My favourite part was the bit they sounded like Slayer during the guitar solo, and I do like the logo. As for the actual sound of the band, I want you to let me know why you like them, because it wasn't my cup of tea, but I appreciate that 122,000 people have listened to this clip on YouTube. They've definitely got an incredible following and an incredible background. I'm sure they have a rich history as far as influence goes, because these are a relatively early band, right? I can't tell you when, but I assume they're a band from the 80s. And yeah, no doubt influenced a lot of noisier thrash metal bands, potentially like blackened thrash bands and so forth. I know a few bands that could have definitely taken a leaf out of this band's book. But the production, the way it wasn't incredibly tight, sometimes it works in a band's favour as it does sound more organic, and that can like either make or break whether it appeals to particular people. I don't mind it, but to me this recording in particular, there were a few too many sort of skewed sort of timing bits where they were sort of like offbeat and stuff, which I cannot imagine was intentional. It just doesn't appeal to me too much. It's like hearing a record and the guitar's out of tune or something. If you're aware of it, you're aware of it, and it just leaves a sour taste in your mouth. But that was Seven Churches by Possessed. If you would like me to check out another Possessed track to change my mind, which I'd be more than happy to hopefully do, please leave a comment down below. And that's me, King of the Pit TV, signing out once again. One love, people.